Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to 2024. I'm so grateful for all the support you guys have given on the podcast, Blessing and Breaking. 2023 was the year of launching the podcast. This is a mission led podcast, and the mission of the podcast is to have one less lonely person. And you guys have been amazing with all the support and the feedback you guys have given on the podcast. I'm committed this year in 2024 more than ever to make sure that you guys are reaching closer to your goals and are becoming a better version of yourself. All our wellness is dependent on this world gold mine, and it's absolutely free, but absolutely the most difficult thing to do. The one habit which affects single one of them, can you guess what it is? It's sleep. Please do notice how I'm only talking about consistency with sleep wake timing and not really speaking about the number of hours that you need to sleep. I mean, of course, we have all heard that sleeping 7 to 8 hours really helps, like keeping your energy level sane, right? But here I'm talking about getting up and sleeping on the same time every day. Why is that? It aligns with our circadian rhythm. So if I'm awake when I should be sleeping, and if I am sleeping when I should be awake, it creates major stress in the body. What does a shift worker do? And what does it mean? A shift worker is a person like a doctor or like a firefighter or anybody who's working late at night because of the work schedule or which is the nature of their job. But what we are doing when we are sleeping late and we are awake between this time bracket, we are involuntarily becoming a shift worker. And it's terrible for your nervous system. That how did I fuck up something so basic? That while I was trying to change everything else, everything harder, how did I ignore something so pivotal? With so many centuries of evolution, human beings have not been able to get out of our daily routine, which is sleep. Like evolution has changed so many things, right, guys? Like we have challenged evolution and how. But one thing through centuries now, we have not able to get out of a routine and sleep. So definitely it's important. Humans haven't adapted to blue light as much as we think. What is blue light? Blue light is the light which we get from our screens. Stop glorifying and calling yourself a night owl. Stop telling yourself that no, I only get creative at night, but oh, I sleep does not come to me before 3 a.m. Oh, I am better at things. Everybody goes to sleep and I'm awake. No, that's all bullshit. We are not to be up so late after the sun has set. And what it does to us is that it sends mixed signals to our body. So if I sleep at 10 and if that's, let's say, if that's the schedule I sleep at, and you train yourself to sleep at 11 p.m., it's completely okay. You can do that because genetically we don't have that level of variability in our sleep patterns. There was a study, a research which was done where they sent a group of people to Colorado at the top of the mountain, and they all lived together, and people who have been sleeping at different point of times during the day. And when they were put together after a month, they all were sleeping within 15 to 20 minutes of each other's sleep timing. So it does tell you that that's a possibility. So that's one, killing all of your devices 1 hour before and after 1 hour of waking up. This was a game changer for me because I find this as like the easiest thing I could inculcate in my everyday schedule. Like, of course, sleeping 7 hours is very important, 7 to 8 hours is important. And depending on if you're a child and if you're an old person, of course, that varies differently. But if you sleep every day at the same time, and if you sleep every day, wake up at every day at the same time, even if you sleep less, that's okay. It's more important for your body to have that regularity with your sleep pattern, right? Sleep does not come easy to most of us, and with distractions, with social media and work and everything else, like it's easier for us to grab our phones or Netflix and just kind of get into bed and still be on our phone. So let's kind of take a step back and not do that. So what we can do instead is we can get in an hour in our bed early. We can prepare ourselves to sleep. We can create an environment where we can go to sleep. So what that means is that we shut our phones We read a book before going to sleep. We meditate. We journal. I mean, if you do meditation, that's great. We prepare a task list for the next day. I find this very useful that instead of starting on the day, if you start a night before, you wake up with a certain mentality. But the most interesting thing which I have been doing from the last 3 months, and it's worked amazingly for me, and I wish you guys can try it, is storytelling, sleep time storytelling. So I listen to this channel on Spotify. I'm happy to share the link in the description. But try it. Don't reject it before you try it. Okay. I know how it sounds that, oh Nisha, what is this now? Sleep time storytelling. We are not children, but try it. Don't reject it before you try it. What the narrator does here is that the narrator speaks very slowly, and they narrate you this beautiful childhood stories, or like these enchanted forest village stories, and the first time they say it at a regular pace, and the second time they say it much slower. So what it does to your brain, it soothes it, it pacifies it, and then you slowly doze off. Sometimes personally it takes me close to 3 stories to go to sleep. Let's say if I have a difficult day and my mind is too active, so sometimes it takes me 3 hours, but I'm committed to not grab my phone and start scrolling on Instagram or start Netflixing. I'm committed to not give stimulus to my brain before I go to sleep. That's the idea. The idea is to not give anything stimulating to your brain right before you go to sleep so that your sleep is disruptive. So that's what I think. These are the 3 things I think you guys can do, and it will really help with your schedule.